Everyone. A little rusty. Haven't streamed for like I don't know 2 or 3 days. Didn't get a full night's sleep. Hopefully everyone had a good July 4th. My window's open. Sometimes I feel a little weird talking loud. I'll get over it eventually. 5 people in the house, 4 likes. Love you so much. You know what? We're running a little late. Ding 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 ding. I don't even want to say ding 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 real loud. Yeah, I hate the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July. You can't even like I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority, but I don't really feel like, spending a work night like I'm not it's not the same as being in a war zone, but you're simulating the sounds of a war zone until all hours of the night. I don't I don't understand legal fireworks. I really don't. And dude, there's no way. There's for years. There's no way these have been legal. The shit going off around my house. Are you freaking kidding me? Like what happened? Did this is the one day of the year where no one cares about safety? Are there not fireworks companies getting sued left and right? I mean, I hear shrapnel hitting my house. There's no way people aren't getting injured out there. I gotta imagine the dogs. The dogs probably hate it. There's probably plenty of people out there with PTSD that probably hate it. I wouldn't anymore. I feel like I have PTSD with some of those sounds. All right, let's get into the stock market and take a look at what I got going on over there besides Stacy's mom. And then we're gonna talk about Solana Retro in the house. How you doing, brother? Me and the boys got our 4th of July canceled, but good. I wish our popo did that shit. Our popo don't care, man. They just let dude, like there's no way these fireworks are legal. Oh my goodness. All right. No one went to jail. Did you get some good stuff off though? I mean, dude, like they should I don't know, man, like designate places out in the country or something, have some farm go crazy, but I don't it's bittersweet because you get 3 days off, but unless you just you know what I'm saying? I'm old. I need my sleep. I don't and I got a guy who lives next door. That fool must run his own fireworks company because we're talking thousand, like it's just for all night long and for weekends before and weekends after and just constantly. Like it's never ending over here. We had a ton and didn't even blow a third. Leaving it for New York, it is. What does that mean? Oh, the neighborhood was waiting. There's this place in California called Aptos. It's by the beach. They probably can't pull it off anymore. Man, I got some on my Facebook. I got some good picture of this stuff too. But they would go. It was like this big thing where they would go out and hide the fireworks in the sand like the week before. And the stuff that, we're talking like if you were out on that beach when this was happening, you would die. You would die. And you would see like sheriffs trying to like get people on their little four-wheelers and shit. All right, I'm trying to do something here, but I don't know what. Besides rampaging about fireworks, it's oh my goodness, it already feels like it's 130 in my room. I keep trying to mentally condition myself, like Tom. It's only going to be about 60 days of insane heat. You can make it 60 days, maybe 90, right? But it was a nice weekend, highs in the 90s. So it is a bit of a relief right now. It does look like the forecast next week is back into the 105 plus. So I'm trying to enjoy it, but when it's 6:30 in the morning and I'm already sweating in my room. Already cracking a beer. I'm kidding. I'm kidding everyone. It's just a bubbly. You got a blanket on.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
I need to
I
move
hope
where
it
you
was
are,
fucking good
Casca.
because it's useless now, isn't
You
it?
and retro with this $20. I spend in one day what retros. I probably spend more in one day on electricity what retro spends in a month. All right, hopping on. Yeah, it was a weird 4th of July. I kind of expected crypto to dump, and it did quite the opposite. I really don't know why. I can only assume at this point, like Binance bought or Sailor bought like another million or something. It was kind of a weird out of left field pump. I am going to talk about Solana versus Cardano today. I do want to take a look at the stock market really quick. It's not going to be your typical like bullshit. This is going to be my honest opinions. Try to be unbiased. I think I'll do it pretty. It'll be unbiased for both of actually using both and where I think that the future is headed for both. Too long, didn't read. If you just want to know my in hypothesis, I think they're probably both good investments, not financial advice. It could benefit you greatly in the future. I personally think both of them will succeed, and they both have risk. They both are capable of failing too, right? So this isn't. I love Cardano. Cardano is my favorite coin. But I can, I can evaluate it. So too long didn't read. I think there's things about Solana I don't like, but I like making money. So I will be accumulating some Solana. All right. I am going to lower my mic setting a hair. So you might have to increase your volume a little bit. My apologies. Hit the dislike. All right. You see, I'm looking at this DJ town. I was bored this weekend. I watched this NFT. There's this NFT show that I kind of like, and they were talking about Solana, and so that's going to be part of my discussion today. But I was bored, so I got a little FOMO, and I bought me a stupid Solana NFT, just to try and flip, just to pass the time a little bit. I think I was up last night. I think I'm down a little bit right now. All right, I paid 8.2 for one that had a lower number. So this one right here could be a good buy. This is a lower number. This is actually a little bit lower than the one I bought and at 8. So I could have flipped it last night for a little bit of profit. But I'm just going to, these are, I mean, don't get me wrong. These are pretty stupid. But they got a cool name and they keep getting promoted. So I'm just trying to, again, passing the time. Just trying to get acquainted with, using the Solana network. Retro says F Solana. That Magic Eden. Yeah, I will tell you. Well, I don't. Why do you say it's leagues above? I do like Magic Eden. The one thing I hated, and I guess it's my own stupidity, and maybe it's because I'm on dark mode. It took me a while to find this option right, and sometimes I forget it's right here. So it feels a little bit hidden. And I don't know why. I feel like this should default. Whatever. I'm just complaining about stupid things. All right, let's look at the market really quick. I got a lot of shit going on over here. So, Tesla's down $26. Makes the ladies holler. This is getting close to 50% profit, but I'm going to continue to let this go. The main reason I'm leaving this on, this was a pretty advanced trade. I wonder if I close this for 50% profit, where that would put me. We'll go ahead and go for that. So this was a reverse covered jade lizard. And I know I'm throwing a lot at you right there, but a reverse jade lizard is basically you sell a call and you sell a put spread. Actually, is that just that? Is that a regular jade lizard? That's a regular jade lizard. A reverse jade lizard's where you do the opposite. No. This is a reverse. So the other one's where you sell a put and then sell a call spread. So I sold the put. The put alone was worth more than the width of the call. Excuse me. The call that I sold was like or the entire trade was worth more than the put spread. So the put spread's $5 wide, meaning the max, if the price of Tesla goes below 560, I would lose money on the put spread. But the entire trade was more than the width of the put spread. So this is a can't lose trade. I cannot lose. If Tesla, well, I lose if Tesla does go below this and I own 100 shares. So that's the lose part. But the actual trade is a can't lose trade. So we're going to continue to let that go. Try and get 50% on that. My TLT should be doing pretty good. Profit loss open 39. About 12 more cents to go to get that off at 50% profit. If TLT continues to go up, we shouldn't see. It means the rate hike probably won't be that bad. Barnes Woggle Pete Horsetooth in the house. He's telling me to do an inverted stone monkey. I might have to invent one of those. And crypto out of the mud in the house. How you doing, brother? Solana goes down on you more than you're. That was pretty funny. All right, my PayPal, I'm still up in it. I wonder if I should get out. Nah. I can also do a synthetic covered call. Mara Hut just getting destroyed in there. Ooh, my hood, I'm in the money. So I'm at risk of getting these assigned to me, but with 45 days to go, there's not a whole lot of risk. Let's see if I roll. I have to go all the way to freaking November rain. All right, we're not going to do anything there. And the Coinbase, I should be doing really well in this. Up $44 today on my covered call. We'll continue to let that bad boy go. We made a lot of money out of strangles on this Coinbase play. I need it too because I'm down $22 on my initial buy of the stock. All right, let's get into crypto. Bitcoin, like I said, Bitcoin had an unusual pump yesterday. Crypto in general had an unusual pump. I saw, yeah, I haven't checked that out. We can check that out after we talk about the whole Solana versus Cardano bot attacks. That's not good. That means my freaking validator bill is probably going to be more than I'm willing to pay. And if that happens again, I'm done. Like if I get a $300 or $400, like it's been nice the last couple months, but I get another $300 or $400 freaking validator bill, I'm out. I'm freaking out. Like in fact, I should check. I don't even remember where my validator is. Digital Ocean. And for that reason, I'm out. I wonder if this will tell me. Oh, it's a new month. I bet a lot of people, like if they get big bills this month, is did you just seriously ask me if running a validator was profitable? I don't know how profitable they are. I think I saw somewhere that you have to have like 25 million stake just to be able to pay for two. So I don't know. The people that are doing quite a lot are probably doing all right. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I know uh, running a validator, $120 a month is not that expensive. So if it just covered that, I would be happy. But I can't even get rewards until I have 4 million. So I'm looking into actually doing a Cardano validator too. Maybe even Polkadot and things like that down the road. I've heard certain things about Cardano, so we'll have to see how it is, but I can tell you right now, a lot of validators like come and go because it's not profitable. And so you would have to ask like Cheeky Crypto or um there's that other validator. This Cheeky has like, I don't freaking know, like 8 million or 25 million or something like that. All right, so like I said, Bitcoin had a weird pump this weekend. It is coming back. I had a little bit of, I'm not gonna lie, yesterday I had a little bit of FOMO. I'm like, am I gonna miss a bull run? Because I got a lot of cash on the side. We'll probably be talking about another situation I got myself into here pretty soon. I'm not gonna talk about that today. It's either just gonna leak organically, like I'm just gonna feel like talking about it in the moment, or I'll make a special title and video for it. But we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, I got a lot of cash on the side. I've been dying. You know, I should you know what I need is like one of those cash register sounds where you hear the coins going ching 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 ching. That's what so I have this like weird FOMO where I just want to buy a bunch of Polkadot, but I want to hear like the cash register, ching putting all the Polkadot in my wallet. Like I want to hear it. I want to hear like I just hit the jackpot. But I got crazy FOMO to buy Polkadot. I got crazy FOMO to buy a bunch of Atom. I have visions in my head of like how much Atom and how much Polkadot I want to get into. I'm not staking the Polkadot yet. Probably want to buy some more Osmosis. And that reminds me today, Nomic. The Nomic thing launches today, I think. So we'll take a look at that. I don't want to get too off the rails right now because I do have a title we got to talk about. All right. So yes, let's talk about Cardano versus Solana. Look, again, actually, I'm a little scatterbrained today. All right, Bitcoin 19.4 continuing to drop. Ethereum now below 1100. Cardano below 45. Polkadot below 7. Harmony 1 had a nice little pump this weekend, back down to 0.017. Atom been doing really well at 850. Phantom at 24. Near at 332. That's been a pretty stable price. Avalanche been hanging around 17. Osmosis 81, Solana 33.50. Matic is another coin. Oh, another thing I did this weekend is I got the Gemini credit card. I'm gonna check that bad boy out. And so with the Gemini card, you get cash back and it buys crypto for you. And you have to choose the crypto. I would have chose Cardano, but Gemini doesn't have Cardano. So I kind of went back and forth on what I should do. I almost went with Matic because I wouldn't mind starting to build a nice bag of Matic too. I don't really like the chain. To me is pretty meh, but they're doing a lot with gaming. I ended up choosing Sandbox. Greg in the house, Bill Scott in the house. How you brothers doing? Anyway, so Cardano versus Solana. Again, this isn't going to be your standard Cardano proof of stake, Solana proof of stake with like proof of history. Two completely different philosophies here. Cardano user experience. I can tell you the Cardano user experience has not been a lot of fun. It's slow, it's clunky. It feels like it's just never leading. Like there'll be a bunch of hype around it, and the balloon always gets popped. It's a very deflated hype. It is going through the Vassal hard fork right now. So the Vassal hard fork is supposed to bring a lot of improvements, including the ability to bring on a lot of lending platforms and improve scalability, improve speed, and a bunch of Cardano improvement proposals. So I'm really excited about that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you Cardano is going to pump because of this Vassal hard fork. I just think it, because we're in a bear market, right? Nothing, if you're out there looking, if you're constantly watching YouTube videos to find like the hopium and the bull market's just around the corner, if you're constantly watching these videos where this indicator says, oh, we're going back to this and good times are coming ahead, you're listening to just a lot of brothers that are just clickbaiting you into getting clicks, right? Because there's nothing going on right now that indicates the crypto bull market is just around the corner. There are a few things that could change that on a dime, but those aren't in the chart, in my opinion. And I do think this is coming. The Fed turning dovish, inflation slowing down, possibly the end of the war, right? So those things could be some catalysts for a bit of a bull run, but I wouldn't get your horses too riled up until about a year from now. The halving in Bitcoin, I want to say, is around March of 2024. So I think we have at least 6 months plus another, 3 to 6 months next year. I don't know when they're going to start front running the bull run, but the prices should start picking up, about a year before the halving is my guess. Actually, let's take a quick look to see how soon it happened before the last one. So it really started slowly. August, no, where are we? When was the halving? I don't even remember. 21, right? Yeah, like May of 21. No, it would have been 20. So May of 20. I know it didn't really start until after. Well, it started. It got pretty low. There was the deep recesses of the bear winter in 2019. So that's kind of where we are right now in 2022, 2023 coming up. So 25 of 18 is when it started, and then it lasted until about April of 19. So about a year before, 13 months before it started picking up. This was the bear mic. Let's look at the, what is that called? The market cycle. Was this true to form? There was a bit of a pump, depression. This one had a bit of a pump. And then, overall it pumped and it did pretty good. It was between 14,000 and 6,000 from a low of 3,000. So I would imagine, to be a similar cycle. This probably wouldn't have happened. I don't even know if this would have happened to be. Who knows, man? Because of what the stock market was doing. Can you throw this stuff out the window? Either way, I do think we're near bottoms. We'll be at bottom soon. I do kind of feel like that bottom could be between 9 and 12,000, and we should have a good run. So if you can buy now or when it goes lower, I think you'll end up being okay. Anyway, that was a nice little tangent. I don't right now. Cardano versus Solana. I really don't think. I'm not trying to tell you either one of these coins is going to double or triple anytime soon. This is it's going to be a long accumulation time, no matter what coin you want to buy, whether it's Cardano, whether it's Solana, or whether it's both of them. And I can tell you right now, I have a lot more Cardano than I do Solana by a magnitude of like tens of thousands. But I do want to buy more Solana. They both have great mechanisms where you can stake them and earn. Cardano, you're only earning about 4.5%. But I actually love that because you're getting a nice return and it's not crazy, right? It's low inflation. It's not crazy. Solana, I think, is around 7 or 8%, which isn't too bad either. It looks like this is around the same, only 5%. I thought it was more. Anyone, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on this. But they both, they both pay a good amount for staking. So if you're long term bullish the coins, buy them, put them on your ledger. I don't think there's a way to do Solana with the Trezor. Cardano, you can do either, and stake it, and just stack Solana, stack Cardano. Cardano, when they did their release, they released the whole thing for the most part, like in the beginning. So it was completely decentralized as much as it could be in the beginning. Of course, there's going to be some whales with a lot of it, where Solana has a vesting schedule, and there's a lot of VCs out there. I want to say let's see if we can quickly figure this out. I want to say like 45% of it is like tied up with venture capitalists and has a vesting schedule on it. I didn't know a Solar City Bro was in this. Alameda Research, of course we knew that. Uh, Launch and initial distribution. 15% to seed round, to only 38% went to the community reserve. So founders of the project have 25, 37% to investors. That's like 50, 62%. And 38% for rewards and airdrops. Supply schedule. You see seed cell. Founding. Founders. Public auction. What is public auction? So there is a good chance that these coins will be dumped on you over time, as like venture capitalists and stuff have those. Unlike Cardano, they just put it all out there. Founders and project have 16%, and then 83% is in investors, and the investors are everyone. And then I think the initial supply 31 billion. I think the cap supply is 45 billion. The difference is just the rewards that you earn for staking. Pissed off with the Gui. Oh, I don't even know what they changed. We'll take a look at that in a bit. It cost me what? Cost me 0.01 to do a swap. Hey Tom, I've been looking at the Vassal fork some. What's that all about? The Vassal hard fork is a major upgrade to the Cardano blockchain. They're adding input endorsers. They're adding Plutus application backend improvements. So the input endorsers is going to be, it's kind of a smoothing of the network. Input endorsers are like this. There's times where there's a lot of activity on the Cardano network, slowing it down, and then there's times where there's not a lot going. So input endorsers has some way of balancing that out. I think they're introducing the beginnings of Hydra So Hydra is going to be their scaling mechanic. There's a lot of it going on, and a lot of projects are going to be able to do a lot more. It's supposed to bring major speed improvements. So the rubber's about to meet the road come the end of July. We'll find out, right? So I will say again, a lot of what I'm talking about right now is me actually using both chains and listening with open ears, unbiased ears in Twitter and the communities, right? So there's a lot of Solana bros that are, they're pretty toxic. I would say the Cardano community is probably a little bit more toxic. I think that's more just of a defensive nature, though, right? Because everyone's always coming after, one of the top ones. So Cardano's been out, I think, one of the third longest. That's still in the top 10. It came out in, oh shit, I don't know. Does this thing tell me? 2015. So it's been around just not much longer than Ethereum. I mean, it was Ethereum and then Cardano. So a lot of people want to throw shade and a lot of hate because Cardano moves slow. They add. So here's how Cardano works. Cardano did a shitload of research papers to figure out the best way to implement this blockchain and the technology. So it moves very slow. These research papers are peer reviewed by some of the top people in whatever field it is, science, mathematics, all this stuff. They review it, it gets voted on, and then they have the engineers that implement it, right? So it's very slow moving, and it's been very slow moving, just like Ethereum. Ethereum has been pretty slow moving, and a lot of the great enhancements that are going to come to Ethereum is not until after it moves to proof of stake and they start adding sharding and things like this, right? So a lot of these changes are supposed to come at the end of the Vassal hard fork. The rubber will meet the road. I have used Cardano. I use it a lot. In fact, I was using it last night. And so there's the min swap. They're actually giving Cardano rewards over there too. And I'm not going to lie. I was going to say how much I like this, but it was slow loading. But when you add liquidity and you do things, you're waiting like 2, 3, 4 minutes. So it takes a while. So I'm very curious to see how well performance is after the Vassal hard fork goes mainnet. And there should be other, I believe, places like Liquid Finance, which is going to be a non-custodial lending platform, are going to go live. So I am staking and farming ADA LQ. I had last night 37%. It's not crazy, thousands of percent. This is a much more sustainable model. And if you're right now, I'm compounding all my rewards into the ADA min swap. I mean, and this is what I like. I'm bullish both coins. So I'm not like, what's the worst that could happen? I'm not farming with the farm token. So there's not the same impermanent loss risk. There is in this pool, but this is all rewards I've gotten anyway. So I just take my rewards and put them over here. Same with ADA Pavia. There's more impermanent loss risk over here, but it's a small enough amount. And if Pavia pumps to the moon, that's fine. It'll just kind of, sell a little bit for me and buy me some Cardano. ADA Clap, that's interesting. But again, so Cardano right now, the network and doing things over there are very slow. I do expect Vassal hard fork to be the start of when things start getting really good. And this could be very good going into the next bull run. If the next bull run, Cardano's running like Solana, man, shit's going to be on like Donkey Kong. Now, Solana, I've started using, and I will say they have a different go-to-market strategy. They're just like, we're going to do a lot of marketing. We're going to do a lot of advertising. Cardano doesn't do a lot of that. They will go around and talk to countries, right? They're more of a they have this like third world approach that could end up paying off well, right, in the long run. But they're going around talking to third world countries, like a lot of countries in Africa, Eastern Europe, etc., and trying to show them how they could stabilize their economy. And they've gotten some on board, including like Ethiopia and identity management. Identity management is another thing that is going to be very sticky. They have identity management with Dish Network, right? So they're getting stickiness in Fortune 500 companies. So it's a very interesting thing that I think will pay off, tenfold plus in the long run. Solana, on the other hand, there's just a lot of in-your-face flashy marketing, and it works, right? I remember watching, what is it, Lollapalooza and the Solana stage. Dude, there was so many kids out there, like wearing Solana glasses, listening. They didn't know what the F, like 99% of them didn't know what Solana is. But you're like, what is this Solana? And they'll go check it out. And if they'll hear about NFTs, and they'll remember, oh, Solana, right? So they're more like, let's just get this out there. Let's lie about how many transactions per second it can do. Because they play with the numbers. Hey, look, almost everyone does it. But they say, oh, Solana could do 400,000 transactions per second. All right. So I will say I've been using it. It is very smooth. And even just in like the NFT community, there's a lot going on over there. And I think a lot of people have shifted from, Ethereum's like big money, right? If you have a lot of money, you're over here doing things on OpenSea. But I feel like there's been a shift of people that have moved over to Solana. And there's a lot of traffic and a lot of volume and a lot of momentum right now going on with Solana and the NFTs. So for me, I think there's value in getting both and adding both to your bag, staking them right now. The whole NFT market, if you want me to be completely honest with you, most NFTs are a scam. A lot of people, NFTs are the future. Don't get me wrong. They're going to have a lot of use cases, even in the art world. But all NFTs right now are most of them are Ponzi's and scammers, right? It's just a bunch of kids throwing together these collections to make a bag off a bunch of idiots like me. And then there's a bunch of idiots like me that are only doing that. They're not doing this. 99% of the people are not doing this for any kind of artwork. They're out there trying to get their bag, right? They're trying to turn their 10 Solana into 100, then their 100 Solana into 1,000. They're trying to stack Solana. They're trying to stack Ethereum. They're trying to stack Cardano. I think all three of these networks have really rich and vibrant NFT networks. The Cardano one's come a long way too, because it has gotten easier with smart contracts. I think that it could really see a resurgence after the Facile hard fork. But at the end of the day, there's even Lee's, right? Like, are you kidding me? These things are you going to try and sit here and tell me this is great artwork? Let's go over to Ethereum. I do think some of these 10,000, like more than 99% will fail. The only ones I would really be looking at to want to hold long term, Cardano would be Space Buds, but it's been hit with a lot of FUD lately, saying they stole the IP. So those have been crashing. You might be able to get those cheap. And Clay Nation. I do want to get a Clay Nation over there. I think those will hold their value and go up long term. Over on Ethereum, this Moonbirds is really moving. I almost bought one of these the other. Well, I considered buying one of these at 21 Ethereum, but that was a lot of money. I could have made a 5 Ethereum profit already, right? But you look at that and you're like, man, I can make so much money, but you're gonna lose. Most people, right? It's a lot harder than it looks in the rearview mirror. So the only ones over here I would seriously want to buy and hold would be Bored Ape and CryptoPunks. After that, those will probably have a really good chance of being highly valuable long term. And because of Bored Ape, Mutant Ape will probably do okay. And and I think World of Women has a really good chance of doing really good long term. After that, who the hell knows, bro? Who the hell knows? Why is Tom so on point today, bro? I'm on point every day. And the Vassal fork sounds like a prostate examination. One BT, let's see, one BT is selling for 109,000. Holy shit. And you can borrow on Trank again? AVAX, I will say Crow gas fees are expensive and they fail all the time. Crow is one of the worst chains out there. Like, I never want to go back to Crow ever again. If I ever have to go back to Crow, please, please just put me out of my misery. AVAX gas fees, they're not that bad. Crow, I think, is a lot worse. AVAX, I haven't minded. Evoverse does have an NFT drop on July 8th. Chill Baggins post that in the Discord. I'm kind of getting a little FOMO on that. I did add a little to the liquidity pool. I am kind of wanting to buy their NFTs, but they are $200. It is on a payday, so I might end up doing that. All right, so that's most of what I have for Cardano versus Solana. I also want to do a quick review. So this is all the time I talk about how great the engineering is, how great the devs are, how great the teams are, how much of a tight-knit community it is over on Cardano. Things I didn't hit on that people just do not understand. First of all, the community, right? It can be toxic at times, be a bit maximalist at times, but again, you know, it is a whole world against them vibe. Like, everyone out there is constantly attacking Cardano. And the maximalism's a little heavy over there, but I don't really feel like, and I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm sure you can go find a bunch of tweets out there where some Cardano assholes attacking Solana. But they don't really have coordinated campaigns. I do feel like, no, I know for a fact. I saw it happen with my own eyes. I saw Solana, and I don't know like all the details behind it, but they were viciously attacking Cardano, like viciously. I don't know if they were paying people, who was doing what, if it was Black Ops, or if it was just, but like, I would be in a Cardano NFT Discord, and there would be like bots or people in there just saying like Solana's so much better, Cardano's shit, and just constantly everything, you know what I mean? And for hours on end. So there's no way you can sit there and tell me that there wasn't, like, in Twitter, for example, same thing. So I do feel like Solana got a little greasy there. But like I said, I do think another thing I forgot to mention is a lot of people complain about, Plutus and Haskell are hard to learn, but they actually have some of the best programs on the planet where the devs out there can sign up to get into the program, and if they get accepted, they get some of the best learning there is. It is supposed to be a lot more secure, a lot easier to verify and sign the code, things like that. So that's another thing where, like, this is better, and people say, yeah, but it's harder, no one's going to do it. Well, it's one of those things. If it's better, you know what I'm saying? Solidity and JavaScript have been out there for a while. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but at the end of the day, it's going to catch up, and in my opinion, surpass it. And because they have such good building programs around it and nurturing programs and things like that, I really think that's going to pay huge dividends in the end. Excuse me. So the last thing I want to look at is their Eternal wallet. This is on Cardano, and this is just going to kind of give you an idea of how I feel like the devs and these projects are just doing so much more over on Cardano. And again, don't get me wrong, I want to invest in both. I think they're both going to be good investments, not financial advice, because they're different strategies, and there's already a huge sticky base on Cardano. They're going to continue to grill a market. They're going to continue to onboard users, and I do think the price of both coins have huge potential upside. And plus, you got bros out there like Invest Answers that got, I don't know, a few 100,000 subscriptions at least. He's definitely sipping the Solana Kool-Aid, and I don't see that changing anytime soon, right? Anyway, this is the Eternal wallet for Cardano. It's a really cool wallet. It does actually allow you to add Oh, this supports the Trezor too, which is really cool. I didn't realize that. So this supports the Ledger and the Trezor. I'm not going to add that right now. It has an iOS and Android app, but it doesn't, neither that, so the app on the phone doesn't seem to work with the Ledger, even though Ledger does work with the iPhone. Hopefully that's something they'll add in the future. The Solana Phantom wallet, not bad. It does allow you to use a ledger. Trezor is not supported at this time. This thing constantly locking on me is annoying though. I don't know if there's a setting. I don't want to have to enter my password all the time. I wish they would, especially on a ledger, right? I don't need you to lock my wallet. Yeah, there's no way to change that setting. Also, I got sent these coins. I really don't know what the hell this is, but it's just a basic wallet. There's not a whole lot to it. Is there settings? Address book, change security. I don't want to change my password. Auto lock. All right. How long? What happens if I put 0? No, won't let me do that. Oh, maybe it will. All right. So now you know I'm not very secure on my Phantom wallet. Come over and steal my Phantom funds. I've got like, I don't have to tell you, I got exactly $84 you can come steal from me. Okay, I lied. I lied, guys and gals. I also have this wallet with $2. So come steal my $86 to $87. But this wallet right here is really cool. It has whitelist. You have to whitelist the applications. You can see all your tokens. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Very robust transactions. You can export your transactions to CSVs. You can stake within the wallet. Daedalus is the same way, but Daedalus is kind of a pain in the ass. I'm really, really starting to love this freaking wallet. You can do your voting on here. One thing that's really cool is you can come over here and click on this down here and you can see all the announcements and updates, which is really nice. And you can tell they're really working on it. They added the dark mode, which is near and dear to my heart. The future, and this is really cool. So the staking vault, this is what's really cool. The DApp browser. So even within the wallet itself, you can go to the DApp browser and go browse a bunch of different things like the JPEG store, right? So this is really cool. And they're going to be adding things in the future. So one really cool thing about Cardano too is you can send all, right? So they say sending all your funds is considered dangerous as you might accidentally send away your whole wallet content. So you would only want to do this. For example, I plan on doing this pretty soon where I want to send all this to my ledger. So it'll send every token you have, whether it be Pavia, Cardano, and then all your NFTs, everything in it with one little low transaction fee. Over on Ethereum, and I'm pretty sure Solana, you got to do each one individually. On Ethereum, like 20 NFTs, now it wouldn't be that bad, but in the bull run, you're talking a few $1,000s if you wanted to make sure your shit got locked up. But here, you just send it all, and it'll send your whole wallet to wherever you're telling it to send. There was another thing I wanted to touch on, but I don't remember, to be quite honest. Harmony's selling point was fast and cheaper. I heard Harmony 1 is a clone of ETH 2.0. I mean, ETH 2.0 doesn't exist. So I don't think they could have cloned well, I don't know, right? I've heard that Harmony 1 is what Ethereum is trying to be. I don't know What it's a clone of something, and then I think they cloned they probably cloned Ethereum and then developed it on their own after that. I don't know, to be quite honest. All right, so that's my spiel on Cardano versus Solana. Cardano again is my hands down my favorite coin. I own a ton of it. I want to own more. I do want to add a Solana bag. I mostly want to stake it. I am playing around with NFTs a little bit. I did buy one of these degens. I've been down, I've been up, so I'm pretty much down to flat right now. Just helping to pass the time a little bit, something to do, something to, play around with the network to see what I think about it. Again, so I didn't mention the fact that Solana has been down numerous times. I think at least twice in the month of June it went down. So there is a very real concern there. Are these problems they're going to be able to overcome? So is there a chance Solana might not succeed? Of course, there is that chance. Is there a chance Cardano may fail? Of course, that's a chance. And in both cases, I think in both cases, I think the chances are slim that Cardano will fail because it's not able to overcome any tech hurdles. And for the same matter, I think it's unlikely that Solana will fail because it won't be able to overcome its tech hurdles, right? With it crashing and things like that. We are talking technology. One is, again, Cardano's proof of stake with EUTXO, which is Bitcoin transaction model, which I do think is superior, but there's trade offs to everything, right? And the smart contract where Solana uses proof of history or proof of time. I don't freaking remember. So I do think there will be use cases that might become. It might make more sense to use Cardano for this reason, and it might make more sense. I don't know what these use cases are yet, but I do think there will also be a lot of overlapping use cases where there will be rich, vibrant communities, NFT communities in both, and DeFi communities in both. It's going to be no different than like Apple and Android, and then even some lower ones. You know what I'm saying? So I do think Solana, Cardano uh, do have both really good chances of building out big core communities. Again, like Apple, right? Apple's a huge community. Tesla's a huge community. There is a Venn diagram with some overlapping, and then there's some overlapping Venn diagrams with like Tesla and Android, right? I don't know if how much that's gonna change when Tesla gets its own phone and things like that. But there's plenty of marketplace for both of these. And again, I will be investing in both. All right, let's go over. All right, real quick. Crypto's being pretty boring. We didn't mention the futures, which are pretty bleak. I just went through my stock positions. The E-mini S&P is down 70, which is a lot. The Nasdaq's down 120. In relation to the E-mini S&P, that's not down as much, relatively speaking, how it would normally be. Tesla's still down $26. They had really good numbers with their deliveries, so I'm a little bit surprised by that. What is crude oil doing? Crude oil's down to $103 a barrel. There's some hopium for you. I think the dollar is at like a 19-year high. I don't know why I'm doing this. I have it. All right, so let's go back. Yeah, the dollar going up is not good for the stock market, and it's not good for crypto. When you hear cash is trash, cash ain't trash right now, brothers and sisters. All right, all right, so is this really a 19-year high? 22 to 07. I could have sworn I read 19-year high today. 15-year high maybe? Pushing up on a 19-year high? I mean, that's still 15 points away. All right, let's go check out all this Harmony One shit people are complaining about. And then I want to check out Nomic. No, I want to check out a little Nom Nom over on the Atom Network. First mover advantage, what, for Harmony One? What's the 10-year T-note yield at? I don't freaking know. Bond. Is there an easy way to look this up? 10-year 2.83. What's the 2-year? 2.81. No, I'm not. Why is he called Nom Nom? Does he eat a lot or does he just walk around the office going nom 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 nom? All right, DeFi Kingdoms. Let's check this shit out. Let's see if all these reports are exaggerated. All right, D's nuts. I got 225 Jewel Bank. Remember when that shit was like $20, man? That'd be four. What would that be? $4,000. Now it's worth about 12 cents. I don't even want to look. So freaking depressing. Well, actually, real quick, let's see how the staking's going. Staking metrics, see if it's chilled out. It's starting to even off. That's a good sign. People aren't panic selling. I thought there would be more panic selling, so I got that wrong. Crystal 22 cents, Jewel 12 cents. Crystal's holding up okay. Clooney's just getting destroyed. 10 toes down, destroyed. Fira, 19 cents. Trank, one of the worst investments in my life. I blame Retro. Night now 2 cents. I wonder how much that, I mean, I know there was a lot of people that were banking up on Night. Evo, this is the wrong pair. I think this shit's pumping. All right, we need to add Evo AVAX. I mean, this looks like it's pumping, but that's only on the 15-minute. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. I'll have to check my portfolio over there. Oh, this is probably pumping because people are buying Evo for the NFT drop. Shit. I wonder if this might not be a bad trade. I might have to buy some I might I'm thinking about buying like $400 at AVAX and immediately buying Evo. Thing is this thing's already pumped quite a bit since the announcement. All right, let's do this real quick. Let's see how bad this really is. Professions, minor. I sent these off like 3 days ago. This is how on top of my game I am over here. This would normally cost like, I don't know, 0.31, 0.41, I think. Holy shit, boys. I mean, this is going to cost, I mean, you're complaining about it costing 1.161. I mean, what is that? 4 cents. So, I mean, relatively speaking, yeah, gas fees are up. It's not that bad. See how long this takes. Oh, by the way, I said holy shit, boys. I meant holy shit, boys and girls. Yeah, I mean, the gas fees are probably about double. What? I got a Jackie. Remember when a Jackie used to be like $300? All right. Let's see, 244 Joule. So let's see if we can go turn this into some money. Trade Joule. How much Bitcoin, how much Ethereum will this buy me? 0.188. Holy shit. Like $200. I mean, I might as well YOLO this money, right? If it's either gonna repeg or it's not. Like, I don't, like, what are they gonna do? They can't say, all right, we're just gonna immediately delete all the existing wrap coins. Like, I don't know. Like, this project, Harmony One's either gonna fail or they're not gonna fail, and they're gonna somehow bring this shit back to peg. So if you believe in Harmony One, I could be wrong, right? There might be a scenario I don't consider. I've heard people talk of like doing snapshots. I think that ship has sailed. You can't do a snapshot. There's been too much trading since then, right? So there's a lot of people that traded in. Like, what are you going to do? Roll the chain back to the snapshot? Like, just revert everything? With every passing day, that just doesn't seem like a realistic. So they're going to have to figure out a way to make the 100 million back. And I wonder, is that 100 million? Like, how does that change as Ethereum, if Ethereum goes up or down in value? Like, that's some finance that's way over my head. But 224 Joule is worth about $24. Maybe 30. But 0.18 Ethereum, how much Bitcoin does this buy me? 0.012. 0.012 BTC. $233. Like a 10x if it repegs. And that's if it repegs, but I'm thinking, here's the way I look at it. I'm risking $30 here, and I've risked some other like profit to buy Ethereum. I have two. This is a DGen AF. DGen AF, don't get me wrong. This is the way I look at it. I have 2.76 Ethereum. I've used that with like house money for something that I think is going to be repeg and be worth a lot more in the future. That's my DGen. Get the gambling addiction out of me. Like, I'm gambling a little bit. A little something to look forward to if it pays off, and I get to root for Harmony One in the meantime. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm just going to buy some more Ethereum. I got to make that 10 Ethereum back that got stolen from me. I'm almost 1/3 of the way there. If this repegs. I wonder if I can deposit this on Tranquil. I do, Bill, just because I'm more of an adrenaline junkie. You know what you're risking? Well, you asked me, right? Let me ask you. What do you think has a more chance of happening in the future? A USDC going up in value, or a depressed asset like Bitcoin? Do you believe in Bitcoin and Ethereum? Or how long are you going to think this is going to take to repeg? 1, 2, maybe 3, 4 years? Like 1 to 2 years, I would imagine. I don't think they're going to fix the repeg in the next 6 months. So I'm thinking 1, 2 years, maybe in the next bull run, they can figure out how to get this back to a repeg. So if they can repeg it and Bitcoin and Ethereum are worth a lot more in the future, to me, I'm going for the grand slam, baby, right? And I don't think Bitcoin and Ethereum, I do think they're going down in the short term, but into the next halving, I will be blown away if Bitcoin and Ethereum are lower in price than what they are now in 1 to 2 years. So if you think Harmony One could fix it in the short term, in the next 6 months, stables might be better. But I'm a very long term mindset. I can wait, right? I just risked $30 to make 200 or whatever. I can wait, and that's 200 now. If Ethereum's worth 5 to 10,000 in the future, I've turned like less than 1,000 into like 15 to 30,000 plus, right? Yeah, I'm just keeping it on chain, and it's ride or die. And again, I think Harmony One can pull themselves out of it. They're doing a lot of stuff right now to show that they're working hard. They're continuing to develop. They're continuing to work on the gaming shard. They're hiring. They wouldn't be hiring. Well, they're doing a lot of things that shows that they think they could stick around. And again, it won't be that difficult for them to maybe get a loan, maybe for them to get a bailout, something like that, right? They just really have to keep the lights on for maybe like another 12 months into the next bull run. They only repeg stables, and why would, I mean, it's possible. I don't know why. I feel like you have to repeg it all. But they might not. You might have a good point. I have no idea, right? I really don't. They have trustless bridges to offer the derivatives, but it's still money lost to people on the chain. So it'd be a really weird stance to not to repeg all assets as much as they can, a certain percentage, right? Like why they're gonna have to have trustless bridges for the rest of it too. But I don't know. I don't know. Stables are more important to their ecosystem. Maybe. I'm going for the Grand Slam, bro. You might be right. I don't freaking know. I have no idea. Right? I'm going for the home run. If they shit on people's Ethereum and Bitcoin bags, that's not a good look. I don't know that stables are more important, to be honest. But I could be wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I don't I agree. Like you have to do every coin fairly, in my opinion. But what do I know, right? Maybe they have a community vote, and shit's out of my control. But I'm taking a little bit of money and going for a home run, right? I got 18,774 Joule left, so I got a little have a little fun with my money. All right, 7:40 a.m. Let's move on. So gas is more expensive over in Harmony One, but it's not that bad. Let's real quick take a look at my Evoverse. I'm getting a little FOMO on the Evoverse drop coming up. Mm, 45,000 locked Evo right now. I did add a couple hundred more dollars to this pool, so I'm about $1,000 into this. It says it's worth $522. I don't know if this is accurate. Unclaimed. So I've earned 1,600 locked rewards since this pool started like a day and a half ago. So I'm still earning a good clip. If this thing ends up being like a hit, this might be a lifesaver for a very gloomy year. Might be. This is not any advice to go out there and start yield. This is a degen play. Degen AF, right? That should be my NFT. Degen AF. or DGen potheads. There we go. So let's make DGens with a bunch of different like doobies and bongs and shit. There's no way that isn't a mass hit in the NFT market. Little portfolio. That's what I need. DGen potheads. Can you get the art going? Do you want to? We should drop this on Solana. I don't know how hard it is to write an NFT drop on Solana because there is a lot of volume. Solana gas fees are cheap. Without have those assets back on the Horizon Bridge and only. I don't know why. I don't think the trustless bridge and the non-trustless bridge have anything to do with. I'm having a hard time following that logic. There's a trustless Bitcoin bridge, so we're not going to repeg Bitcoin. In my opinion, they need to repeg it all. They need to repeg the 100 million. They need to take that. They need to get the 100 million and repeg everything. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, right? But sometimes people do shit that doesn't make sense. And again, I don't know. Like, I feel like sooner rather than later. Like, do they need to come up with the value of Ethereum at that time? Or do they need to come up with the value of Ethereum at current time? How much is Ethereum up or down since the hack? Because it got all converted to Ethereum. So they took everything and converted. So it's locked in time, I guess, at $100 million. So, but I don't know. Like that's some finance that makes my head explode. Yes, your typing does suck, but if you're doing it on a mobile, I get it because I'm much worse. I'm just as bad on a mobile. All right, let's look at some Nom Nom. I'm really excited about this project. It doesn't feel like very professional to me. Their website looks good, but beyond that, like it just feels like, I don't know if this is one bro, but I do like the idea that you can stake Nom Nom and earn Satoshis. I don't know if this is a sustainable model. I'm not going like green eggs and ham into this, but I'm definitely wanting to check this out. So it's supposed to, like, they don't even update the Discord very much. But I think there's a Twitter. Anomic Bitcoin upgrade activates on July 5th. Nom stakers will start earning. Read more on this blog. I don't know that this is live yet. Bitcoin deposits are highly experimental. At 1800 UTC. 1800. 11 a.m. If the repeg plans include some kind of buyback and burn, they wouldn't need the whole 100. Yeah. If the repeg plan included some kind of buyback and burn, I don't think they're going to burn. That's an interesting idea. I do think it would behoove them. Yeah, so if they buy back, if they could send cash over there. Yeah, yeah, I'm following you now. If they can send cash over there, buy back assets at a highly depressed price and burn it. That's a good plan, Bill. You should be on the Harmony One team. Have you brought that up to him? Like, even if it's over time, start buying back the stolen assets. Because you can buy, you just saw me buy $30 bought me like $300 worth. If they were doing that and then burning it, they've had to come to the same conclusion. So I would hope. So many, yeah. So like and I know we've talked about it in the past. Like it would make sense to buy. There might even be like this crazy guerrilla formula where you buy, burn some, and sell some at profit, right? Buy, burn some, sell some at profit. Because you're gonna be buying and burning, and the stuff that you burn is gonna go up. And I mean, the stuff you're gonna burn some, but if you don't burn it all, and then you could sell it, right? And eventually, right? I think we can get close. That should get us there, right? And then you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love it. Like there, I don't see how that could fail. To be quite honest. I don't. I mean, it's not a win-win for everyone. Harmony still got to come up with some money, but they don't have to come up with $100 million. I don't know how much it would take to fix the problem. 50 million, 20 million, a lot better than 100 million. All right, 7:48 a.m. I don't have a whole lot left to talk about. I will be checking out this Nom Nom thing later today. I'm off vacation, a little bit of sad panda. Let's see what's going on in the markets. Tesla's starting to make a rebound. The Nasdaq, I don't remember how much that was down. Ooh, the E-mini S&P. The E-mini S&P is down 70, and the Nasdaq's down 72. You very rarely see that. What is going on? See if I can find out in the news really quick. Treasury yield curve briefly inverts. All right, so the 2-year and and we were looking at it, and it was really like 2.83 and 2.5 or something like that. So when the 2-year, I forget, inverted's when the 2-year pays more interest than the 10-year. It's inverted, and that's usually like the sign of a like bear market and recession and shit. So they're really, I was surprised that they're pretty close. What's my TLT? Is it still going up? TLT's looking pretty good. It's about the same as it was earlier today. Dow drops over after a long weekend as dollar rallies. Oil prices I lowest finish in almost 2 months. A rare sell-off on both stocks and bonds slammed investors. Will the 60-40 portfolio survive? I mean, I was never a 60-40 portfolio, so I could care less. All right, and then crypto, I'm sure it's pretty boring. Let me guess, Bitcoin's $19,470. Oh, are you kidding me? How does he do it? I know you're asking, how does he do it? Because Bitcoin gets boring around this time of day, and it's not going to do shit. Bitcoin hasn't done shit for a long time. Get the slippage model right on the bridge fees too, so it prevents a mass exit of funds. I wonder, like, if there's a lot of work right now on getting the trustless Ethereum bridge done and the trustless Bitcoin bridge done as part of like fixing it, right? So that they can get it repegged and not have to worry about the same problem. I don't know, right? I mean, the deadline for the hacker was last night, so those funds are gone. Like, if you didn't know that the second the funds were stolen, you're living in a bubble. Especially once we found out it was most likely North Korea, there was no chance of getting that shit back ever. We need to start holding all projects more accountable for this shit, right? So they compare this to like the Axie Infinity. Well, Axie Infinity is not a layer 1 blockchain trying to be, an Ethereum killer. I'm not saying Harmony One's trying to be an Ethereum killer, but the security that Harmony One had on this bridge was shameful, very shameful. All right, so Bitcoin 14 or 19,400, Ethereum 1092, Cardano boring, 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 boring. All right, everyone. I may or may not stream tonight, and we'll have to see how excited I am about this nom nom drop. Otherwise, I'll see you 6:30 a.m. PST. Be there. You're an F and Square. Love you.